game for the right to go to the NBA Finals. It is Game 7, and it's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers playing host to the LA Clippers. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Beverly into the front court, down 2. To Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. LeBron into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Throws it up. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Patrick Beverly, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Even to Zubac. Swats it. Cleans it up. Second effort. To Beverly. To George. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or take the contact.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. To Danny Green. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Davis. Kicks it outside. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
George. To Leonard. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Paul George. Oh, big finish at the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Paul George. Leonard. Has a chance. Shot by Leonard won't go. Howard knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Anthony Davis rejects it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Tie ball game, so if one of these teams really able to pull ahead, might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
George. He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lakers at the controls right now. James. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Howard. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Bradley to James. Oh, nice find for the basket. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bradley to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 3 for 4. Good start.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
James with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
The drive, right to the basket. Dwight Howard sends it away. Across the timeline comes James, trailing by 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough make through traffic.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Patrick Beverly, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. LeBron matched up with Paul George. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Long key from three-quarters court, one quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I return in a moment. This is the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency, it was really high.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Here's Leonard for two, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Short jumper won't fall. JaVale McGee to James. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's the Clippers with the possession now to Beverly. They'll get it down to Leonard. Jumper's good.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Leonard to Beverly. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Lobs it up. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So it stays with the LA Lakers. LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Danilo Gallinari. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really...
Beverly to Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. Gets a look. Slams it home on the putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
LeBron against George. To Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's Gallinari there for the rebound. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Caldwell Pope. To the rim. Flushes down the slam.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. pass there. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Patrick Beverly. 2 of 4 now.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. James into the front court. 9-point margin. Here comes the screen. James lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To George. Driving right to the basket. Patrick Beverly. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Dwight Howard, huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening. The pass set it all up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Beverly into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Clippers have the basketball. George to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly. Dwight Howard with the block. 4th this contest. Rondo with the basketball. His guys trail now 5-4. Rises for the slam.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Leonard, deep right corner. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Beverly to Leonard. George matched up with Howard. Wide open look, won't go. In the slam.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
To Beverly. To Paul George. LA with 4 to shoot. It's George for 2. Paul George. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. LeBron James with the rock.
I got him. Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
Down low for Davis. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Leonard. To Beverly. Dwight Howard sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
James to Danny Green. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James to Danny Green. Fires the 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LBJ with it. To Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Leonard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
LeBron James against Paul George. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Beverly. To Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. Leads just a point. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lakers ball. James against George. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Two for 2 on that trip. Kawhi Leonard. Deep 2 there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. James to Caldwell Pope. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Leonard for two. Add 2 points to the board.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense he's shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. James to Bradley. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, that's how it's done.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. That misses with a second to go. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
James tosses, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question, there's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
James, great pass to set it up. Avery Bradley, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and then ultimately, that one's in the throw.
Huge denial. Leonard. Not that time. He missed it. LeBron with it up top. Up 6. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Off the assist.
You've heard it before. Owen Steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
LBJ has it. To Bradley. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Williams into the front court. The deficit is 6. Drives, but a shot won't go down. LeBron James with a piece. Clips able to recover.
Here's one of the biggest as we move into this new
Getting it out of the air.
It's offseason. Shaquille O'Neal.
Anthony Davis pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
This is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Anthony Davis swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James, there's the toss. Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Paul George fires. Paul George.
He had a difficult every day.
Point definitely.
I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
It's LA Clippers ball. Short jumper won't go down. To Davis. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Taking advantage of the turnover.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Paul George gets it in the right corner. Short jumper off the mark. Here's Rondo with it. Up by 6. Contested, no more timeouts left the rest of the game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Dwight Howard. Schmoka's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now